Action.
Shall we start?
Yes, yeah.
So, before I will introduce you today this beautiful soul, we're gonna start with the guiding meditation, yeah?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
We'll start with a guided meditation. Okay, so if you find a comfortable position, straight spine, sit up tall, comfortable place for your hands, and closing down the eyes, and just allow the body to settle. Taking breaths through the nose, inhaling through the nose, out through the nose, just letting your breath have a natural rhythm. And letting go of any tensions from your jaw, from your face. And being present with whatever's in the room, any sounds. Feeling the shape of your body, the clothes on your skin, where you're sitting on the carpet. And slowly moving your focus from the shape of your body to the sensations of the breath. Where do you feel the breath in your body? What can you feel? How does it feel? Can you feel the expansion of your belly, of your chest, your ribs as you inhale? And as you exhale and let it go, everything contracts and settles. And staying with that for a few breaths. And slowly moving from your chest area up to your shoulders. As you inhale, maybe feel the shoulders rise slightly. And as you exhale, they fall. Now leaving that area, moving your attention, your awareness to your nose. What can you feel there as you inhale and exhale? Maybe slight movement with nostrils. Maybe feeling the air rush in and out as you inhale and exhale. And your goal is to keep your attention there. Following the inhale, maybe there's a pause and then the exhale. Following the breath in and out of the nose. after a period of time, it's inevitable that your mind's going to jump somewhere else. You get grabbed to a thought, a sound, a train of thoughts. So if you notice, slowly and gently bringing yourself back to the sensations of the air in the nose. And then repeat. In that moment where you notice is bringing you into the present moment, when you're aware that you're not in the breath. This is where the magic happens. We'll stay here for another minute or so. And while we are concentrating on the nose, the air at the nose, the breath at the nose, there can be all sorts of other stuff happening, feelings in the body, emotions, sounds. The practice is to allow them to be. So starting to take a few deep breaths and some movement to your fingers, just waking yourself back up. And when you're ready, open the eyes. Yeah, welcome back.
Welcome, welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.
It takes time sometimes to come back, isn't it, from when we are in that journey of meditation.
Yeah, exactly, and it's good to take the time just to allow yourself get back into the swing of the day, of the room.
Thank you.
How do you feel after that?
Yeah, I mean, it felt good. But also, like, I could hear the noises and everything and the birds, and I was keep thinking about these birds.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
because I could see they bring a lot of sweetness, and I was like, and it's like, okay, and coming back to the breath, trying to forget of everything. So there's like different layers and knowing myself, and there's like visions and stuff. So like, yeah, but it was very rich experience.
Oh, good, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes if you're practicing, there can be sounds, birds. Sometimes there can be construction work happening outside, drills.
Indeed.
Yeah, so you can use that as a meditation object if you just focus on the sound, and then just try and follow that and not get caught up in your judgments about it. Oh, why the drilling? Oh, that's so annoying. How dare they do this when I'm meditating?
This is how often we are doing it, and we spoke about it. But before, like in our chat before, I will like introduce you. So we have here a beautiful soul that he will introduce himself, because I like to people introduce. So you're very welcome to say who you are. And thank you so much for joining the part of the, I call it like nomadic family, because we are coming from different places. So like medicine woman, medicine man. So here you are, we are here in Edinburgh, and we welcome you from Edinburgh in Scotland. And it's Sunday ish, late afternoon.
Yeah, it's sometime in July, I think.
So yeah, like on map, yeah, it's July. So here we are. So who are you?
Who am I? Hello, everybody. My name's Stephen. I'm from Edinburgh, and I practice and teach yoga, and also practice meditation. I've practiced consistently for around nearly 6 years now, and have noticed so many benefits, changes in my perception and life, and would love if other people can experience some or any of that good stuff. yeah.
And also, but you are Stephen, but also you have your name, yeah, like for your yoga practice. It's Happy Yoga.
Oh yeah, Happy Trees Yoga.
Happy Trees Yoga. I knew that there is something with trees.
Yeah. Yeah, that was just coming up for a name for the yoga teachers, and I love trees, love being happy, trees make me happy, nature makes people happy.
And yoga makes people happy?
Yeah, it can make people happy, it can also make people frustrated, it can make people tired, anything.
So what was like, you would like to share, what is your journey, how does it started, and what attracts you towards yoga, and how you become now a teacher of yoga, and why you want to share that with others?
Okay, there was a lot of questions there.
Yeah, whatever, like, so we just start anything that it's going to, how it's happened.
How it happened was just by chance. I wanted to try something different. This was at the beginning of lockdown. I think a lot of people made changes in their life then. There's quite a few big changes in my personal life, and I just gave yoga a try. I was also trying meditation, and then decided, I came across a book which breaks down the stages of meditation, called The Mind Illuminated, and it made it clear, it gave clear instructions in English, almost like science based, because the guy that wrote it was a practicing meditator, but also a neurological surgeon. So he took the Buddhist approach and made it more accessible for Western people. That's generally speaking, of course. So I started reading the book and thought, okay, that gives you instruction, gives you stages, benchmarks, and how you can know how well you're doing. So I just decided, okay, I'm going to keep doing this practice, and discovered that it opened up perceptions to life and changes to the way I was reacting to life, which were a surprise. Which is just fantastic, and a lot of it is kind of uh, indescribable in words. But yeah, I think everybody should experience that. Or yeah, that's all right.
With yoga, with meditation?
Yoga, meditation, there's a lot of crossover because yoga was originally meditation practice. And with the 8 limbs of yoga, you build up to be able to sit longer, to practice meditation, practice concentration. So the movement side of things that we all know about is just like a small part.
Yeah, and also like we spoke about it, like you don't do chanting at your classes, but also like it's all connected, right? The mantras, the chanting, it feels like for me like one family.
Yeah, exactly. Hatha yoga is broken down into practices, mantra practice, part of it, asana practice, the movement, pranayama, prana being your life force, yama expansion, so it's like expansion of life force, of energy, the kriyas, which is cleansing the body, again, all of this is to prepare yourself for meditation.
Yeah, it feels like a lot of stages, right? And what I was thinking, like, in the meditation, like, because there's a difference, like, meditation, like, first, like, what the breath, maybe we can speak about the breath. What does, and there's like so different techniques of breathing and how we can improve our life.
Oh, yeah.
And like, it's everyone now is like speak about it, right? But sometimes even when we speak, we are not aware of our breath, and sometimes we say I am breathless, yeah. And like, so, and how does it, like, how we can prove, like, be more aware of our breath and the way we breathe, because this is life, it's just like energy source as well. Yeah. And how, and also there is like activities with yoga that the breath is part of it and help us as well too.
Yeah, so the breath, what can I say about the breath? So the breath is an automatic function. It's one of the, but it's an automatic function, but it's also, you can have conscious control over it, so you can override it. Like, you can't do that with your digestion, for example. You can't do that with your circulation, but with the breath, you can. It's the link between your conscious mind and the unconscious. And if you breathe, like if you take a breath and your focus is on the breath, then you're in the present moment, you're in the now, you're not stuck in thoughts, you're not worrying, you're not planning, you're not remembering or thinking. So you're present if you're there on the breath, concentrating on the breath. So with yoga and also meditation, you're practicing, you're training. It's like training, like if you go to the gym, you're training just the body. With the yoga, you're training the body, but you're also training the mind-body connection, because as you're moving the body, you're staying present. Your focus, your awareness is on the breath.
Yeah, but life, like, it's so not easy to be on with the breath. Like, we are so occupied with so many things, right? And the thoughts and the mind is like, it's like, so so what can help us to, like, as we spoke, I feel like meditation is one of the tools. It's becoming a tool that it can help us to actually stay aware and mindful, and be also be more aware about the way we breathe, because it's happening. We don't have the control of our breath. Even when I'm speaking to you, I'm not thinking, I'm breathing, I need to breathe. It's happening.
Exactly, because your attention's on your thoughts, what you're saying. So you can't. I don't think you can be fully present with the breath at all times, because you have to function in the world, don't you?
Yeah, but also
unless you go to like a meditation retreat and then you're concentrating on it.
But also, like, you know, I believe so through the practice, we can be more aware and mindful the way we breathe, the way we speak, the way we express, the way we
Yeah.
react.
Yeah.
This is our power, like, this is our
Exactly. So
responsibility.
it can be a bridge, because if you're stuck in your reactions and you're on autopilot, reacting, if you're practicing to take a breath, it takes you a step back from there, and you can maybe have a different perspective on what you're saying. And maybe keep you less trouble, get into less trouble.
Less trouble, let's stay from trouble. There is like Nina Simone song, there is like one, no more trouble. No, there's also the Bob Marley song, yeah, about troubles, yeah. I don't want any troubles. Do you want some troubles?
No, I'll have less troubles, thank you very much.
Yeah, we are done with troubles.
Yeah.
Yeah, so come back to the meditation and breathing. And what do you feel like the role of meditation in our life, how it can support our daily life, like day to day?
Yeah.
Because
So
there's so many different practices as well. Of meditation.
Exactly. And I go back to the gym analogy, just because that's what I've done all my life. You train. You can train different muscle. You can train your cardio. You can do different classes, all designed for different. Will give different outputs. It's the same with meditation. You can do guided meditations. You can do vipassana meditation. You can do meditations targeting what your intention is if you want to deal with a different thing. So I see it as like you're training your mind. You're training your mind to be more present. You're training concentration. That's what you can actually do. You can decide, okay, I'm going to sit for 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and then I'm just going to concentrate on the breath. So that's your training. That's what you can do. And by doing that, it makes the changes in, like all the positive changes, like the wider awareness you can have, the meditative state. This happens itself. You cultivate it. Like you can't just make it happen. You can't just sit down and go, okay, I'm going to stop the thoughts. Because it doesn't work. You just have to like keep going back to the breath, and eventually they might quieten down or they might not. But it's a practice. But if you do it consistently over a period of time and look back to how you feel in your daily life, your reactions, maybe something might piss you off and you can be pissed off for 3 days. You might be pissed off for 2 days, and then you go, okay, that had a less effect. And then if you start seeing changes like that, it can motivate you to keep going, and then it just builds up over time.
And do you recognize that changes within yourself?
Yeah.
Through the time?
Yeah, absolutely.
And what I was thinking to also speak is like discipline, right? Because it's easy to just give up, because you know, we spoke before about, you know, the mind sometimes needs for being high, you know, and I feel like, and sometimes you have like different experiences coming through the meditation, yoga, whatever practice you are doing. So not always are they pleasant.
No.
And that's also okay.
Yeah, that's natural.
That's natural, right? But we have like this, you know, very often I found that, maybe I can speak about myself, like this addiction or expectation of like, let's like, you know, what is next in the corner? I'm wanting something good, I want to like, you know, this blissfulness, this natural, like, and then it's like also like through the time understanding that actually whatever it comes is okay.
Yeah.
With that,
exactly. That is a big part of the practice. My experience is when you start a practice, your first goal, your first stage is only to bring yourself back to the breath and increase the time period that your mind manages to stay on the breath. Because with monkey mind, you quickly realise that you don't have control over your mind. It's wild. It does what it's going to do. and bring it back over time, brings longer periods on the breath, the meditation object. And then eventually your mind might settle down, and what that allows is for stuff to come up from your subconscious. Because we've all got a big bag of accumulated shit and pain and whatever from life. Everyone's, I'm not saying some people's are bigger or smaller, everybody's is different and causes emotions.
And sometimes we can have that moment of releasing, right? Through the meditation as well and through the breath work.
Yeah.
And it's like when it's happened, I also feel it like it's a blissfulness coming through.
Yeah.
It's beautiful when we can experience and like it feels like something is like
Yeah, it's like you feel lighter. It's like something will come up from your subconscious in meditation, and if you're on the breath, you can watch it, and it might try to take over, but if you just watch it, let it do the thing, at some point it might dissipate, and then you feel lighter, and then you realize as you go about your day the effect it's had on you, the weight that you've been carrying, but you don't realize you're carrying it because it's always been there until it's gone, and then you feel lighter and you're like, wow, okay. So and this may cause a subconscious fear, like if you enter into somewhere with lots of people, then you had a bad experience when you're younger, and your mind feeling that, so you're avoiding that, but this is all happening underneath, like you're not conscious of this until it's gone.
Do you feel it like yourself, like after that some practices with the breath, meditation, yoga, you can feel more space within, like, or not only like on the different levels, like I call it as I realize, like now talking, like actually to what I can see the changes within me, I feel like more space.
Yeah. Yes, sometimes. Sometimes. Yeah, but then something can happen and it takes you back to in your head.
Yeah,
again.
all the time it's like this game, between mind experiences and it's like as I spoke to Steven before, like before I was thinking about like my needs for being high, and now it's like bringing that stillness and peacefulness, and this is now intention, like this is now becoming my high.
Yeah.
Which is another, not easy one to achieve, being honest, because like to stay peace and still, it's not possible actually all the time, and that's also okay, right?
Yeah, exactly.
To be in motion and to experience things as well.
Yeah.
Without avoiding the emotions and feeling.
Yeah, that's exactly it. You're practicing to accept your emotions, which is not always easy because we're all human. Yeah.
And you also have like because on your yoga now you have different classes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you say more about it? And also I saw it that you're doing yoga only for men. Yeah.
Oh yes, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
and do you feel like this is needed? Like the men need to have that space for just only like, because there's also yoga only for women, this and that. So you can say like, what is your intention and experiences, and more about your classes and what you're teaching. Yeah.
So the classes are my goal is to share the practice and to give people the same tools that I have, so they can then maybe take or not take and use in their own practice that can possibly help them in any way. And also to bring people who have maybe not practiced yoga before to introduce it and hopefully provide a positive experience, so then they might want to do it again. The yoga for men, Yeah, so I work in a gym, and before the class there will be people coming in to try and use the room. I'll say, oh, you can't use the room because there's a yoga class coming on. Oh, is your class starting? Yeah. I was like, why don't you come and join us? And this is the guys at the gym lifting the weights and stuff. And a lot of the time the reaction is, oh, no, not for me. Because I feel like there's a lot of preconceptions, misconceptions with yoga. And I would like to take people, and I was the same, like I had exactly the same opinions on yoga and that type of people when
That type of people.
exactly when I was younger, and yeah, I just want to shatter those and make it more widespread, and yeah, it's just to give a space for guys like myself to come along and give it a try.
Nice, I like that. And it's good. It's good to open the door. Also, sometimes we are stuck also with our attachment of way of thinking. Oh, this is not for me. This is not. And suddenly things change, right?
Yeah.
Within us, this judgmental
Yeah.
that we have within all the time. We judge all the time.
Yeah.
Even if you think I am not judgmental, actually we are. It's
oh,
so
yeah, of course.
deeply
Yeah.
rooted within us. And I feel like
exactly.
yoga, it's opened that door for experiencing and to feel it and be more aware as well.
Yeah, exactly. Because in a yoga class, in your practice, if you are trying to do a balance, for example, and you're inevitably going to fall out, then you might get frustrated. It's an opportunity to see those judgments and then kind of smile. It's like dust yourself off, try again. I think that's quite something you say to kids, but it's a very profound statement. It allows you to see your own judgments and then come back and then you try again and then eventually you achieve it. So then you're feeling good, you go, yeah, I'm brilliant, so you're judging yourself again.
Yeah, I remember when I was like long time ago practicing Ashtanga yoga, and it was tough. But when you see that how your body is stretching and evolving and stuff like that, and how every time it's like the needs of going further and higher. It's like it's like that. It's true, like because your body is stretching and then you're going, but also it's and then and there's also there were moments of frustration because nothing is moving, and sometimes but also this is the beauty, and I think like the more and more we need to learn that kindness to our body.
That's it.
Like sometimes people coming and okay, I gained the weight, and now you it's like it's also become a fashion, it's also become like an industry, the yoga and all of that, and to put this everything behind, some people just coming and it's like no matter of because you might face a lot of things, the shame of your body, there's this conditions, and then you comparing yourself with other people that can stretch and they are like yogis,
exactly.
And and it's like then it's like you really need to like, oh my god, it's a big one. It's not that sometimes
but
it's not
that's where the practice can help you learn and build acceptance of yourself wherever you are. Noticing that you are comparing, noticing these thoughts or the negative feelings, and then taking a second to breathe, to allow that to come up and do its thing. And even if you can do that for a second before it takes over, that's still progress. It's lots of tiny steps, and then you can build on that acceptance, and that crosses over to your everyday life, your acceptance of yourself and other people.
And also you told me that you're doing some tantra, yoga and experiences. Teaching, all this.
Tantra, yes. I don't teach that.
I don't teach that.
No. I'm not
Okay.
trained to teach that, nor have I practiced that enough myself yet to share that.
So you are not teaching yet. You are
No,
just doing
no.
as a
Yeah,
young.
it's just going to the classes. Tantra yoga predates Hatha yoga, which is where they introduced the eight limbs of yoga, which is kind of the most widespread modern day practice. Tantra yoga is focusing on the subtle body, on the energies.
And in your in yoga, very often people are following some guru, some masters. Do you have any connection with any guru or master or somebody that you feel drawn to or guide to?
I don't really go for the idea of bowing down to gurus or masters. I chose to do self-inquiry and try out different teachings and see what works. I guess the most influential teachers as such would be Chuladasa. He wrote The Mind Illuminated. A chap called Shinzen Yun, who is based in America. He teaches Buddhist mindfulness practice. I like the teachings of some of the modern guys, Joe Dispenza. I like his teachings very much, very positive. A chap called David Dillon, I think, who wrote The Map. He helps to deal with a lot of the negative stuff, the triggers, the pain, how to work through that and take ownership of that and responsibility. Dr. Dwayne Dyer, I don't know. I could maybe give you these books later.
We could post
The
it
Power
there.
of Attention.
Maybe people will be interested as well because you're doing quite a lot of research, yeah? Or just it's like we spoke before. Yoga is your part of passion,
for example,
yeah?
you've said to me,
I didn't say it, but I have that book to give away.
You gifted me this book, Body Mind Mastery, and I'll read that book not because I've chose it, it's because it came to me. So if reading the books that happen to come to you is helpful, and there may be nothing, or there may be some like a couple of gems which then you can then take into your own practice and your own beliefs if they serve you.
So do you feel like yoga came to you? Or do you also somehow it was you and?
Oh yeah. It's all came, all of the different books, the learning, the practices, the people. They've all came to me at different stages as I've needed it, and I guess now I'm more open to that and aware that that's how it works. So I try to resist less
because
opportunities, I suppose.
Yeah, because like it's constant work, actually, as I understand, on ourselves. Like, our emotions, our feelings, how I react.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
it's like, and also like it's good to take time. I don't know, self-reflection. I mean, I can speak only about myself because sometimes we rush. Yeah, we don't give that time for self. Reflection and feel.
The practice becomes all day, like moment to moment, because you're always opportunities for practice, but that doesn't make it easy. And
it's not easy at all, especially in daily life, right?
Yeah.
And things are like happening all the time.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's not happening, and we expect to happen. There's
exactly.
there's like layers of expectation.
Yeah.
Even as a teacher, Like, do you found like sometimes yourself you have some kind of expectation from students and from to yourself as a one that holds space for others?
They have expectations of the students. No, not as such. No. I just want them to do well, have a good experience, have more expectations of myself, and more have my own worries and.
So what is like some of the, if you can share with us, like something that sometimes when you before class and what you experiences as the one that holds the space.
So before class, I'll go a bit early and try and prepare the space and welcome everybody, and just try my best to deliver the class as well as possible, so as many different peoples with different abilities can follow. Yeah. I don't know what else to say about that. I just want to deliver a good class. I want everyone to enjoy and just be. It's kind of it's an opportunity. It's a gift for people who've come to the class. They're there for themselves. They're showing up for themselves.
And you're showing up for yourself as well, right?
Yeah.
Doing that.
Yeah, but just to cultivate presence and get fit, have fun at the same time, be more conscious.
Yeah, because there is like so many benefits, right?
Mm-hmm.
Of yoga, and like now this word, yogi's word, is growing so much, expanding, like as like so many ways, so many teaching, and yin yoga and this and this and this. It's like sound and movement is crazy at the same time. Some things are similar, but some of the yogas had different approach and different way.
Yeah, there's different styles, different ways of moving. Vinyasa yoga is very common. It's I guess more flowy, connecting your breath to the movement, more movement, quicker movements. Hatha yoga, so vinyasa is a kind of a style, evolution, I guess, of hatha yoga. Again, this is just my interpretation. There'll be different viewpoints. Yin yoga is more restorative, yin being the yin and the yang. So it's not traditionally, I believe, from India.
Because I like what I feel like it's what attracts me towards yoga is just like I feel like I know this kind of practices that are related to spirituality, even if I try not to use that much this word so much those days.
Why don't you use the word?
Because everyone now is calls them like it's just kind of like
becomes another label to identify with.
Yeah, and I felt it like it's I don't know. I think I'm going through some process. Personal process, like it's another word for everything, and everyone calls themselves spiritual, and I feel it like it's meaningless. It's becoming like meaningless, and I want to find a deep connection with that
it's becoming a category, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
Like a way to differentiate, which gets away from I guess the point.
Exactly, and I feel it sometimes it's the same with yoga, because even though people do sometimes for fashion and stuff like that, that's great, because maybe they don't think about like the guys that maybe from gym, they maybe don't think yet about the aspect of that more deeper, like maybe they will start questioning things and trying to be maybe a bit better person. They will start noticing the differences in life. We don't think about that things, but it's amazing that whatever is your intention, you're showing up and you're doing, and I think like this is amazing. But also like what I love about yoga, that it's endless.
Oh yeah,
It feels endless, because whatever.
it's a practice. It's a lifetime practice.
Yeah.
Just like meditation. Like there's never an end goal. Oh, I've completed it. It's just as you go through life, things are going to change. Your beliefs are going to change. What's happening in your life is going to change. But yoga gives you a framework by which to better your life and then be a better person for everybody else in your life. Because touching on hatha yoga, the 8 limbs of yoga, the first 2 is the yamas and niyamas, which the yamas are essentially a moral code, and if you just went through your life with the first 5 yamas, you would be a better person. You'd make a better contribution. I'm on the spot. I'm not going to remember them.
Me too. I've been studying them long time ago. When I was with another practicing different kind of yoga.
Yeah,
Ananda yoga, I think. Ananda marga.
Ahimsa.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Non-violence.
Yeah.
Satya, truth. Asteya, non-stealing. Brahmacharya. Okay, my teacher's Didi and that.
We need to do some study.
Yeah, exactly. But the essence is just to not cause harm to others. I think there's a big crossover comparison with what Buddhism teaches with the yamas and niyamas, non-stealing, non-violence, truth.
Totally.
Yeah.
And it feels like very simple, but I guess if we apply only just even these 3 things, world will be totally different place to live in right now. Like no violence, no stealing, simple as that.
Yeah, exactly. Because you see the absolute pointlessness of war. Like what are they protecting? They're protecting I don't even know. Like they're protecting that idea of a country, of an identity.
I guess it's like about the
power.
There's
lots of different reasons why war happens.
And like we talk about the power, the word opposite is like empowerness. And I feel it like, practicing yoga and meditation and chanting. I'm a huge fan of chanting.
Yeah.
I feel it like, it can empower us. So you can feel like stronger in your body, in your mind. Yeah.
Exactly. I think chanting can be very powerful because you're chanting words which have an intention behind them. If you chant over and over again, it's another way to quieten the thinking mind and take yourself to the present. It's not a form of meditation.
But also through yoga and through meditation, I found that for me also is practices that can I feel it, they are empowering. And they are helping us to unfold who we are and who we are becoming. If we if it is, because we can have a goal. We can have a goal. Okay, I'm coming to yoga to practice, just only focus on, as we spoke, only physical, but still the yoga work is its own magic. As you are the one of example of it. For you it was like the physical aspect, one of the aspects.
Yeah, that's what made me start.
Yeah, that's what exactly.
Everybody has a different reason for starting.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. So it feels like that's what I love. It brings a lot of surprises and magic.
I think it's the same with meditation practice as well. Everyone might have a different reason to start. They might want to get better concentration. They might want to. They might hear. I don't know. It'll make them. I don't know. There could be many different reasons.
And do you feel like what doesn't Like, because we spoke before about the blissfulness, and what does it mean for you, this blissfulness, and what is your understanding?
Of peacefulness.
Blissfulness.
Bliss.
Bless, yeah.
Like bliss.
Yeah.
I guess bliss it can be an internal experience, a perception that can happen when the mind quietens down enough, and the part of the mind which causes the suffering, the fear, decides to stop for a while, rest. Then what happens is it's like a state of peace, of feelings of bliss. But then quickly the mind can go, oh, I like that, I want that, give me some more of that, I want to keep that. And then you're back to trying to strive to keep something again.
I feel like it also so shows how, I forgot what I want to say, being honest. It's drop, but it's like how we cannot really control things, right?
No, you can't.
But the mind really is like the one that love to control. Actually,
Yeah.
I can see it myself. I love to control. I can be a control freak
Yeah.
on a way. I have that because I like to know, and I feel like when we go to unknown, it can be a very scary landscape. It can be fascinating, but it can be at the same time.
Yeah.
And I feel like and this is, I feel like that the mind, and also like I found it like the meditation and yoga also. Maybe it's my own experience, like to create that space, like actually for experience anything that is happening with more acceptance, more love, maybe more compassion. And when it's not there, it's still I call it learning in progress. Because sometimes it's not happening, and we overacting, and the forgiveness is big one.
Forgiveness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's huge one, and sometimes I'm still not allowed to forgive some stuff, some things, some people, but it's like it's okay. It's also be compassionate towards myself as well.
Yeah, I think that's one thing that,
because we have that also the very often we punish ourselves for things. Yeah.
I think forgiveness for me is one of the most important intentions. Is one of the most life-changing faculties you can cultivate is forgiveness. Again, in our couple of books, Louise Hay's How to Heal Your Life.
I love her.
The Course of Miracles, which was channeled in the 70s to explain how Christians are misinterpreting religion, how to practice. Forgiveness is the most life-changing. I don't know, what would you call it? It's not a thing. It's a intention, like a wish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's hard, because it's hard to forgive things you've done or things.
I feel like it's also like
things
letting
that
go.
have happened to you. Yeah.
It's connected, like with for
and
me.
then
It's like
you go, I can't forget. How can I forget? I can't do it. I can't do it. But the willingness, like if you say I don't know how to, I can't, but I am willing to. I'm open to it. Then it can kind of happen and make the changes behind the scene without you doing anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly. This is, I think, the magic, and this is part of the blissfulness when things are happening without intending, without like they just. We are receivers, and we are like the space to receive as well, because sometimes there is no space to receive.
But forgiveness doesn't mean that you're condoning anything, or you're saying, okay, that's fine. It's good. It's just letting go of the the, the negative feelings, the anger, shame, guilt, all that stuff.
Yeah, but also they're being called negative in one way, but I do feel it more and more. Also, welcome them, welcome anger, and because we have that pattern to suppress emotion and feelings and concentrate only on this positive.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and I'm also try not to this the good and bad.
Maybe call them unhelpful, unwanted.
But they are also needed, and they're also helpful because without anger, probably there are boundaries of anger. Yeah, but we are there's a way of expression, but I feel it like it's so important to express our anger. And I and pain and sorrow and I feel like
I think you're right. I think it happening and expressing it is one thing, but it happening and then you resisting it and keeping it for weeks, years, is where it becomes negative.
And also that it's very difficult to forgive when you hold to it.
Yeah.
But when you allow yourself,
allow yourself to feel the feelings, allow yourself to forgive the person that was hurt, like the self that was hurt.
Sometimes we're overreacting, and I'm master of overreacting, but that's okay. I am learning. I am just students of universe, so it's like, it's okay also to to witness and to like to say, okay, I am a monkey mind, I am this and this, and just laugh about it, because I feel like
and then forgive yourself.
Yeah, and then trying to forgive myself for experiencing, and it's not easy when you know that we hurt someone. It's like this feelings like I know that I hurt someone and I shouldn't, but things happen, and then it's like the guiltiness, and then so then again I'm going deep within myself, and I know that there's a work that needs to be done. You can't
change what's happened in the past, but you can change what you do in the future, and how you think, behave, act and feel in this moment.
And I feel like this is the power of yoga, as well. I'm not practicing yoga right now. Like I practice meditation and I'm
so
missing.
You are practicing yoga?
Yeah, no, I mean, I do, but I don't. I do, but the physical aspect,
There's karma yoga, which is the yoga of your action.
Yes. I mean, I feel it like for me, it's like the physical aspect is missing.
Yeah. The physical aspect is just a small part of.
Yeah, it's yoga. Small, but it's also a huge one. I feel it like this, because I know the calling is there, because I know how does it make me feel, and how like my posture change.
Yeah.
Physical aspect, and when we have more space in our chest, it's also help our breathe.
Exactly.
And it's also connected to emotion, because things are opening, So like through massage, actually, I experiencing through the massage, like this part of the body, because we suppress emotions, and I feel like the posture of the body help us to open up, unblock.
Exactly. Yeah. So when the body holds your past experiences, your past emotions, your past traumas.
Exactly.
So for example, like if you see a scared animal, it might be like this. It's more meek. It's the same with humans. If they might experience fear, but they don't express it, so then they might become more honest. That's just an example. It's not forever. So by doing the yoga, it allows you to open up, and as you open up, it might bring those feelings, those memories to the surface. So when you're there, you can then breathe, and you can allow them to come and even process a part of it. It might go way back down again, come back again. Just the repetition eventually opens everything up, and then allows all this whatever it is that's been stuck from your past to release. And the physical practice as well. If you do it, you'll get fitter. You'll get stronger. That's just what happens. But also allows you to then sit longer in meditation.
Yeah, exactly. And then it's also control of the breath, like
Yeah.
we could
But
do
you
the
don't have
exercises,
you
yeah.
don't have to sit
Of course.
cross-legged to
No,
do meditation. You can sit in a chair.
of course, no. There's different layers and
Yeah.
different practices, yeah. But very often we compare ourselves with others.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
this is happening very often.
Yeah,
And I feel like
yeah, especially in with the media
mhm,
shoving the perfect person down our throat all the time.
mhm.
Magazines, TV shows. So you're growing up with that desire to be, I don't know, different than what you are. So you then to reverse that and to accept yourself as you are, and then even eventually loving yourself. And that's another controversial subject as well, I suppose, because there's many different interpretations.
No, I love that you touched that subject actually of loving ourselves, because I still believe so, like there is nothing narcissistic about it, and very often we are hunger for love without even understanding what love is, you know,
Yeah.
and because that and but to have that love within yourself,
Yeah.
and this is that also again experiencing of blissfulness, like for me, you know,
Mm-hmm.
like part of it is like that love that we can receive, and it's not always easy to love ourselves all the time. I feel like it's impossible, right? But you have the moments that you like, you know, I can see that there's different layers, and sometimes I have like that, yeah, okay, you know, it's here, it's opening, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's also with my breath. Everything I found it like, you know, this deepness. Because you asked me what words deep means to me. I feel it like it's dropping in also with my breath, and the way I breathe. I also, it's like, it's just for me to understanding. Oh, actually, this is that feeling.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
The breath.
what for you means to love yourself?
Oof.
Yeah.
Hmm. That's a difficult question because I guess it's still a process. Yeah, I guess myself and a lot of people have an underlying belief of not being good enough. Yeah, which causes a lot of people's pain and stress.
Because there's also competition, yeah. Often it's like, you know, we're comparing all the time ourselves with others.
Yeah, exactly. And you learn as you're growing up as a child. When I don't know, when you're scolded for something, or if you try to do something and you're shot down, I don't know, by a teacher or something like that.
But Louise Hay was amazing. I think it's like I still love her. Like she's, you know, she passed, but I see her as she is still here, and her teachings are very eternal to me. You know, the way, because she was really truly. I love her experiences and teachings about mirror work, because when I going through breakdown and burnout, you know, and I was quite young at the time, and I was going through a lot of suffering. At the time, and you know, her mirror work was part of me to understand, like was helping me, you know.
Yeah, I guess that's the first kind
and this is the self-love experiences as well, yeah, with me, that you see yourself, your name and stuff, and you're standing next to the mirror, and it's like, I love you, I really love you, and the way we speaking that, and we sometimes cannot say that word, and suddenly it's like, even
that's the I'm not good enoughness, the self hate or whatever you want to call it. If you look yourself in the eye in the mirror, then even to say the words "I love you" will quickly show you all the parts that will come up here, wherever.
And this
Yeah,
is the forgiveness. I feel
yeah,
it's related
yeah.
also, you know, because
Yeah.
it's like another layer, yeah? With that
Forgiveness, acceptance, everybody has
Mhm.
it. There's nothing bad or wrong with that. I think if you go and try it and you see that, then that's a brilliant thing. Is you're aware, you recognize that you want to do something. Mm, that should be like applauded, commended. Just by knowing that you're making a step.
And like, what is your challenges of daily life sometimes that you're facing?
Challenges of daily life.
Like, you know, as a human being with the emotion, feelings and stuff, and again, do you do mostly yoga and meditation? Like yoga, yeah, meditation is part of yoga. It's yoga actually. It's like, I don't know, we just divided this. Like, you know, or what else it helps you? Like, you say that you love nature and the trees, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
all of that.
yeah,
Like, so
absolutely.
what supports you in that way of keep going and keep doing what you're doing? And
I think the motivation, the motivation is knowing, being aware of the reasons why I practice. That can also help you build the discipline, I guess, on the days that you don't feel like practicing.
or even teaching, yeah, maybe you have the day that you don't even feel like, because I remember when I hold space for other people, I was excited, you know, that I'm going, but sometimes there's like, I didn't feel like expanding myself, like, you know, I have that sometimes, you know, and also, I don't know if you
No, I don't know if that.
you
No,
know,
I just, I
you're
love it, so-
just going, okay.
Yeah.
That's
No,
great
yeah, it's
that you
quite
have
lovely,
that, yeah, you don't.
Yeah, what was the question?
The question was like, what is? I'm sorry. Was like, what supports you in your life at the challenges of the daily life, and how do you embrace them, and what helps you through your own practice, like to go with the flow with that what is happening.
Yeah, I guess some of the challenges have been when there doesn't seem to be movement, when maybe get stuck at a plateau, and so you might, I don't know, if you might have where you're building like using meditation, you're getting more concentrated, some nice things happen, you're going up a curve, and then all of a sudden it's going back down. It's like you took 10 steps back. It's realizing that it's not just, it's going to go up and up, go up and down, round and round, round and round, back down, back up again, start again, scrap up the rule book, learn some new stuff, try different things. It's just a big, long process. I guess I've got to the stage now where the practice is quite embedded. It's a habit, but it's getting to the point where it becomes a habit. You have to put a lot of effort in and like make it happen.
So you're like a warrior, kind of it, like, you have this
I think
determination.
Yeah. I think there has to be that a drive and determination until it gets to the point where that can be let go of somewhat. Yeah, it just builds up over time, and yeah, but I think that even just something's better than nothing. So some days when I'll maybe sit for 5 minutes, and then maybe some days I can't do it, and that's okay too.
So do you feel sometimes like physical pain in your body, or like some position that you cannot really do it in yoga, or because it's about
there's lots of positions I can't do in yoga. yeah, and that's okay. If I do want to learn it, then I'll kind of like just practice and work up to it. But pain in meditation is something that everybody will have. If they have a consistent practice, they'll have to deal with at some point. So the technique for dealing with pain is to make it part of your practice. A pain that's quite common is having your leg going to sleep. So if you're observing the breath, your goal is to go on the breath. Okay, I'm going back and forward, back and forward. Okay, I'm on the breath, this is great. And then your leg goes to sleep, and then your leg's going, okay, my leg's going to sleep. It's getting drawn there, and you're coming back, drawn there. And that can be frustrating. But then at some point you go, okay, I've heard from this guy that I should make that part of the practice. So then you go to the pain in the leg, and then you start to explore that, exploring the sensations, the intensity, the shape.
I'm sorry, I'm just laughing because I remember sometimes when I went for yoga classes and I was like praying that this position will gonna change because I cannot hold it anymore. And I was when you have that amount of pain and feeling, and you just like you cannot do it any longer, and you like release and breathe like Kundalini yoga. Sometimes you stay for a long time, like in some positions. Oh my God, I was like it's, and I feel like I'm dying, and I'm dying. And on the way, I love that because like I know how it teach me and how much, and that's what I'm missing as well sometimes, It's like that's physicality, because it's also giving me that strength, because you stay in some postures for some time, and then you need to learn not to control it, because like in a way control, but also like allowing to, and or you sitting for hours, in the meditation, and you feel the pain and the muscles, and you feel like you cannot control anymore, and then you're releasing, but there's a point that you feel like, oh my God, I was gonna die. That's it, it's like that's it, or like I don't know what, we're gonna chop my knees or whatever, that's it.
That's the practice though. You watch the pain, and then you watch your reactions to the pain, all those thoughts that saying, I'm gonna die, stop.
Exactly.
And then they'll always find a reason to move. But even just like taking a couple of breaths, even noticing, okay, I've got the pain, and I have my reaction to the pain, and I have all these emotions shouting at me, screaming, just
inside, all of that richness, it's appearing.
But you see, there's the pain and there's your reaction to the pain, and they're two different things. And like over time, it can change your relationship to the pain.
That's true. And this is also like amazing through the physicality, through our emotions, so we can, how we react on things, and what's happened when life happens and things happen.
Exactly.
So it's another beautiful opportunity to be able to face it.
Yeah, exactly.
And be. And I feel like we're coming close to the end, and mostly what I'm asking sometimes, very often, what is your connection and what is your understanding of the word, like I use it, medicine woman, medicine man, because like, and what is your understanding, if you have an understanding?
My understanding, my definition of medicine woman, medicine man would be a shamanic healer who will, and then the medicine side of things would be some kind of healing medicine. Plants come to my mind. Plant medicine. I guess that's my definition when you say it.
Okay. And do you have any medicine for that time that supports you, like whatever it is, that medicine, or do you just it's yoga, it's meditation, it's nature, it's trees?
Nature, trees. I think the breath is the bridge, and the medicine is love, forgiveness, and acceptance. Because as you cultivate those, the things that make us sick reduce, such as stress, fear, anxiety, all the things that I believe cause disease. They reduce, and then your body becomes more in balance with nature, and then you're less susceptible to diseases to one degree or another. Also, your mind can become more in balance. So it can be medicine for the body and medicine for the mind, which are kind of connected and one and the same.
And when you're finishing your class, you finishing with the meditation, or?
We finish with gratitude for themselves, for everybody.
Yes, can we, as we are is there anything before gratitude that you would like to share before we close today's sharing? I think it will be nice to like completely finish with that gratitude. I think it's the word needed, and I needed that gratitude. And you deserve also for gratitude.
Okay.
And anything before that you feel like you would like to share it, that you feel is coming right now?
No, not really. No, I'm just happy to meet you today. And,
I'm
thanks,
grateful.
thank you for the conversation. And, if anyone wants to get in touch or come along a class, then happy to take any messages, any opinions, any feedback, because I know that I'm just on a journey like anybody else. I have a lot to learn, a long way to go, and everything that I believe today I might experience different tomorrow, and think, okay, that's different, it should change. But thank you very much.
Yeah, it's a pleasure. Like, we don't know, we never met before, so it's also nice surprise. I like that surprises of the universe, and the opportunities that sometimes universe bring to us. And definitely I will share the information about Happy Tree Yoga and Steven, so you can reach out and experience yourself as well. So and thank you so much for making your time and coming and sharing, because this is all about sharing our experience to support us to grow, to understand, maybe to face ourselves, our thoughts, our emotion. It's just, again, it's all about also connection. And so please reach out to us, and if you have any question, comments, everything is welcome. Because this is, I feel like this is where we are right now.
I think that everybody has the tools within them.
I agree with you. Sometimes it just takes time to open the box within ourselves. Because we all are like so unique, and there's no like competition, and there is no like, no, it's just like to allow, even help ourselves to shine. Like, it's all about it, to support in that, and I feel like it's important. And also you offering your classes in the community, our spiritual community, that we didn't say that some of them are free of charge, and I feel like this is the power of community, that people can come and they can receive as well.
I'm very lucky to be able to teach at the Art and Spirituality Centre with Giada, who you interviewed.
Yes.
It's just a great place for community and for people to have a safe space.
We need that safe space, isn't it?
I want to say as well that the bliss, the love, the perfection, the beauty, we all have it within us. We're born with it. We're born perfect, and then we learn and we are conditioned and we become like all these layers which just block us from that. But these layers can be removed and we can go back to the perfect divinity that we are, that we all are. We just have to accept ourselves, and it's okay where everybody is. There's no one person more spiritual than the other person. There's no one person more enlightened than the other person. We're just all humans doing our thing. Yeah.
Acha. Yes, that's right. I try not to keep it so serious because I feel it like life those days is very serious. So I'm becoming more and more like a monkey.
Like a monkey, yeah.
Yeah, like, you know, on one way, you know, on one.
Yeah, let's have some fun, man.
Yeah, it's like, you know, I feel like, you know, that's inner child needs space to be alive.
Yeah.
And definitely, like, we need more joy, more happiness.
Yeah,
I do feel it, yeah, because energies are quite intense, whatever is coming. We cannot deny that things are happening and it's so seen. And there's more things that coming out of the carpet. So I feel like, you know, let's share that love within ourselves and joy and happiness, that playfulness as well, that is so important.
Exactly.
So keep that spark, you know, we are more alive. We feel more, I don't know, anyway, I feel more alive.
Yeah. And I'll see you at my class, you'll have some fun.
I need to come. Oh gosh, yeah, we'll practice at home for 1 month and then maybe I will come.
No, you don't need to.
I do. It's like, you know where I am with my yoga. But let's come back, and when we're gonna finish with the gratitude. Thank you.
Okay, place your hands to your heart. Thank you for the opportunity of sharing. Yeah, and thank you for being awesome. Thank you very much. And thank you for listening if you got this far.
Aho, gracias, gratitude. Thank you so much. And we send you lots of love, lots of blessings, and hopefully you can expand in many ways that are. And may all beings be happy, may all beings be free, and peace and love to earth, to everyone and all beings. And to you, Stephen, thank you so much for sharing your practice.
Thank you. Namaste.
Namaste. Namaste. Thank you.